Hi, and welcome to our channel. I'm Donnie, and this is Linda, and this is our dog Roxy. We want to invite you to follow our adventures as we build out our van and travel the country on our social media channels and website. Vacay 24/7, 365. Gonna try to get my roof mounts on, and got up there, kind of did some preliminary poking around, looking at things. And what I realized is I ordered the 80/20. Let me show you all the end of this. That's the 1.5 inch profile. I did not order the 1 inch. I wanted it super strong because it gets a lot of, force and tension up there, blowing around with the wind and weather and everything. I figured it wasn't that much difference in price. The one thing was, if I ordered pieces that would go from front to back, it was like 12.5, 13 feet long. They were super expensive. So instead what I did was I went with two 6-foot pieces like this. There'll be 2 per side. And then on 8020.net, they had these little connectors that will just slide in like that. I'll put the other piece end to end and put a bolt in here that pulls it tight. And then effectively I've just made one long piece. From DIY Vans, awesome to work with. Love their connectors. You don't have to mess with anything. No poking holes in your roof. On the top of the ProMaster, there's a little tab that will slide in that little slot right there. I'll show you what happens. So basically, that little tab is sticking up. You slip this on. The only way it can come off is if you were to rotate it and pull it off. So they've custom engineered these things, and if you look at the profile, they've actually shaved it down on one side, which fits down perfectly in the groove. This kind of goes to the outer edge of the van. So you slip that over the tab, put this down over it. Now this can't go anywhere, and then you bolt whatever you're gonna bolt on here. The problem is that this is too thick and tall. You can drill a hole down the middle if you had the 1 inch probably, and sink that on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some angle iron, cut it, bolt it on there, drill holes in the sides, and then that will attach to this. And I got these little clips from 80/20 also. I think the part number is 4288. I'll put a link. So anyway, these things fit like so. You can put them in, and then you can mount stuff this way. Put stuff in there. You can mount stuff vertically. You can put them on the bottom and make your rise taller. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this here. It'll sit on top of these screws like so. And I'm only going to make it the same length as the this black hard carbon piece. So this will be sticking up in the air. These right here will attach like that, and then those are going to bolt onto here. What that does, that gives my rail will be up. My rail will be up here, and what that does is that gives me enough height to overcome the curvature in the top of the van. Because had my original plan been able to work, it would have hit across the middle. So you got to get some vertical elevation in there. So anyway, we'll see how that comes out. I'm gonna get out there. I got to go cut all this aluminum, drill some holes, so it'll be a while. I'm trying to get started early before it gets too hot. Y'all have a great day. All right, here we are. We're on top of the van. I'm gonna show y'all how this works. These DIY mounts that are awesome. Okay, so you have the native little tab here. This has that little slot, so you basically just slip that through so that it won't come off. You slip this on, you make sure you put the little, where it's kind of cut out, that kind of goes down in this groove here. I'll probably come back and clean all that dirt off. Anyway, that sits on there like that, so now it can't go anywhere. Your rails would normally go this way, but the van's got a curve to it, kind of arches. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put these across here, bolt those down with the nuts and washers that came with it. I can get them out. And they're the washers that, the nuts that have that little rubber locking ring on them. And then now I have a vertical. This will hang into the bottom of the 80/20 aluminum and bolt through there. And now you can see how high I am. I'm probably a good 3 inches or so from here to here. So I have plenty of clearance. Anyway, those mounts are awesome. I'll put a link to their product down below. We'll see how this comes out in a little bit. Hey, I wanted to show y'all real quick how easy this stuff is to put on. So once you get it, you just kind of line that up and then turn it, and then it'll be locked into place. I'll have one back there too. And then the force between the two brackets going side to side are what keep this thing from turning and falling over. And then you're good to go. Okay, we're up on top of the van. Sorry about the angle. I was standing on a ladder so I can show you all this. Anyway, these are 73 inches long. If I have it right even with this, I measured the back ones when they connect will go all the way right past the end of the last clip. And these are pretty easy to get on and off. See, I just pull it off. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Maybe I can't do it with one hand. Anyway, you just kind of line it up like that, and then you rotate it. And now it's sitting down in the track. And then you can just slide it down the track to where you want it, where it's even. I'll show you this also. So, measured across, because I gotta do my cross rails. That didn't work. What a fail. Epic fail. There we go. These are exactly 60 inches from outer rail to outer rail. So, anyway, so we're going to get some 60-inch cross pieces to be able to tie the two together. Then we'll be able to put some solar panels up here and start cutting a hole in the roof.